If you woke up this morning feeling like you're not ready yet, like you don't have enough to show for a government buyer, like you need more time, more credentials, more contracts, more experience, and you don't have enough under your belt, I need you to stay right here because today's episode is for you. Because what I'm about to tell you in the next few minutes is going to completely change the way you see what you've already built. You have been disqualifying yourself from contracts you were already qualified to win. I'm going to say that one more time. You have been disqualifying yourself from contracts you are already qualified to win. Not because your work is not good enough, not because your business is not ready, but because nobody taught you that what you have been delivering for the private sector clients for years is past performance. It just hasn't yet been translated yet. And today, all of that is going to change. My name is Melinda Colon. I'm a government contracting expert and advisor and an enterprise value architect who helps establish service businesses add a revenue stream of government contracts that create predictability, sustainability, and increase the value of your business. I'm going to talk about three things specifically that I see service business owners that are running construction firms, engineering firms, and other professional service and consulting businesses. Whether you're a speaker, a coach, a consultant, whether you've been in business for 2 years or 20 years, you've been circling government contracts for a long time. And it feels like a long time because you keep thinking about it. It keeps popping up. Like one day I'll get to it, one day I'll get to it, one day I'll get to it. I have to do this and that and the other. And you have this to-do list. You think that you need to accomplish so much more than what you actually need to do. And people think that people just disqualify themselves before they even get in the ring. Past performance isn't a government thing. It's not a public sector thing. Like only government buyers want past performance. Let me explain to you what past performance is. Past performance are testimonials. They're feedback from your clients. The quotes that are sitting on your website from past clients that say that this was the best experience ever. The recording, the video testimonials that you've recorded of your clients, the case studies that you have, the kudos that you've received from clients, the awards that you've accomplished with working with specific clients and organizations. Those are your past performance. That's what they were looking for. And the belief is that you're keeping yourself from this opportunity to diversify your revenue with government contracts because you think you need more. You already have it. This is the belief that's keeping capable, qualified business owners from ever opening solicitation. See, the point isn't that you're wrong, it's that you have a different understanding of what past performance is because the term is not familiar to you. Past performance is just experience. If you put together a proposal for a client today, you're going to show them that you've done it before. 9 times out of 10, when you put a proposal in and you say, hey, corporation or commercial company or business owner, we've done this before. These are the results we get. These are the amount of businesses or the amount of clients that we've served. Those are indicators that you have past performance. So if you tell people that you've served 800 clients in the past, well, then you have 800 pieces of past performance. The point is that we just kind of change, we have to just adjust translation of what we understand for government buyers. That's it. It's really as simple as that. How we do it, how you do it, it matters. It's not just like, oh, well, we're just going to use, oh, Melinda says use past performance. We're just going to copy and paste it over there. No, it's not that way, right? Because even the terminology, there's different terminology, but it means the exact same thing. It's how you say it, it's what you say, it's what you put in front of them. Because understanding value matters, right? It's like, it's not always going to be the same. Like, it's not going to always be explained as the same value as it would for a private sector client. Like when you're speaking to a private sector client, they're going to understand value differently than a public sector client. So translating that, translating the story, translating everything, but you already have the thing that you think that you need to go get. And the translation problem, because past performance exists, all right? So we've already defined that. But the gap is that formatting and language now get in your way. Yes, there are, my team and I, we've developed several skills using AI to translate things. It is from our years of thousands and thousands and thousands of proposals and bids that we've submitted on behalf of our clients, and that have resulted in 5.7 billion client wins since 2020. Like it happens a lot where people think that we just need to upload it. Like there's so many cool tools out there that help you write proposal, and there's nothing wrong with it. The only problem is evaluating whether or not you're going to get a win. Okay. There are great tools out there, really great tools. I can think of 3 off the top of my head. The rest of them, I've tested just about every single one that's on the market. And the majority of them were created during like this vibe coding. People were just vibe coding. They're like, oh, I'm going to make this because this is the biggest problem in the world and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to sell it as a subscription. And the challenge is that, from what we've seen, what we found in doing our research, those people that are building those tools don't have experience actually winning work, and not enough of it to be helpful. It's kind of like taking something, regurgitating it, and putting it out there. A lot of what's on internet or government websites cannot be pulled into AI. Hope you guys know that there's an encryption that's happening on those websites, and it actually blocks information. So it may feel like you're getting all of this, spectacular information from these pages, these sites when you purchase a subscription. But reality is if you don't know what you don't know, you're paying for a subscription not to get a result. And you're thinking, oh man, I'm not winning. I don't understand. I have this AI tool. I'm paying the subscription. They said that it's going to help me submit bids and win stuff. I haven't won anything. What's the problem? Well, you needed a strategy, you needed a system, and you need a sequence. And none of those things come with the tool, right? And so past performance cannot just be regurgitated into government speak because every buyer buys differently. They do buy your services. They're just translated differently. For example, if you sell to a state agency versus a federal agency, the language is completely different. You could use the exact same testimonial, exact same case study. However, how you speak to it is different. And if you don't know what you don't know, well, then you're spinning it and thinking, well, I don't know what's wrong. I don't understand why I'm not winning. It's because you more than likely don't have a strategy or a sequence in there. You haven't yet done the things in the right order and translated what you do for that specific buyer. It's one of the reasons why I have such a qualm when people say they have one capability statement. I say, hey, like, let me take a look at your capability statement. And they send me one, and it's got a whole bunch of NAICS codes, and they submitted it to a local agency. It's like, NAICS codes are for federal buying. NIGP codes are for state and local buying. If no one explains that to you, you're basically putting gibberish in front of somebody. It's like taking uh taking a printout of the back end of ChatGPT and then sending it to your grandmother and saying, this is a love letter. So they're going to be like, what is this? I have no, what did you send me? It's not going to translate. Now, do they know what an NAICS code is? Yes. But is it in their system? 99.9% of the time, it is not. So what you're doing is you're adding more work to that purchasing director because you didn't translate it the way they needed it to be translated. So simple. So what is this doing? This is causing you to delay getting the outcome you want. And it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Can I be really vulnerable for a moment? Is it okay? The so-called experts have set you up for failure. They told you to get a certification. If you don't qualify for a minority certification, then you felt like you were out of the running. You thought, oh, well, I'm not Black and I'm not a woman. I am not a veteran. So that means that I can't win a government contract. And because they had you start with a certification to get that quick win, because they were looking at it as a sales expert versus a government expert, they missed the point of really building momentum in this marketplace. You see, you can't allow people to mess with your business. They were messing with your business. I getting hot right now because it's one of the challenges that I see people face every single day. I got my certifications. I created my capability statement. I watched the YouTube videos. I don't know why I'm not winning because no one showed you the appropriate order and process to get the result. It's just not, it doesn't start with a certification. It starts with your business. It starts with a business plan. You already have that. You're an established business owner. You know what your 5-year plan looks like. You know what you desire the outcome of your business, whether to sell or to keep, right? You already know what you want. And so instead of trying to manipulate your business to fit into the government, no, we're not. We're staying true to your business. It's a real business. So instead of like looking for opportunities to bid on something that is not in your wheelhouse, that your business doesn't do on a day-to-day basis, look for opportunities that are right fit for your business. There's more than enough. There's more than enough opportunities for you to be successful. Will there be an opportunity for you right now today when you're watching this video to go out and bid a contract? Maybe. You have to first know how to look and you have to understand what your value is. See, most people just rush into it. Let me get a certification. I got my certification. Let me get the capability statement. I got my certification. Then I go, and here's the other thing that's causing a lot of pain, all related to past performance. I'm going to go onto sam.gov and look for a proposal. I'm going to go bid on something. Just go bid. Listen, I'm not talking to startups. I'm not talking to gig workers. I'm talking to established businesses. You do not follow those steps. Don't ever do that because it is your first impression with that buyer, that contracting officer on the federal side of what you do. If you're leaning forward with, oh, I am a certified business and then I have expertise, guess what? It's kind of like the back of a nutrition box. Like when you look at a cereal box and you see all the nutrition facts, what are they going to lead with? They're going to lead with the majority ingredient, like the biggest ingredient, the majority, and then everything else. When you say that you're certified, before you say what your expertise is, you're weakening your value. You're actually increasing risk because you don't know how to communicate your value. No one will tell you that other than me. Here's why. I didn't know today was going to be today's a Monday. This is the time of the recording. It's a Monday. I didn't think I was going to be this hot, but apparently I'm going to be hot today. I wanted to share with this to you because you're creating something bigger than yourself. You want the business to be successful. You want your family to be proud of you. You want to feel proud of you. You want your kids to experience what entrepreneurship looks like through your eyes. You have team that you need to take care of and make sure that their families get fed, that insurance gets paid and bills get paid, and there's a lot riding on success in your business. And you're looking at, man, I got to learn AI. I got to do this, I got to do that. And there's so many changes in the private sector that are happening right now. It's not going to get quieter, it's going to get louder, and you are that. One thing that I don't think yet has landed for you, and hopefully, I really hope that this does. And I would tell any friend of mine this, and my friends know I'm a devout friend. You can do this. Don't delay. See, delay is causing the noise, the confusion, the overwhelm, the frustration, the stress. That is what delay does. That's the symptom. It's like the side effect of delay. When we delay anything in our life, whether it's in business, family, finances, any part of our life, anytime we delay, it causes noise. It's like louder and louder and louder. How did we get rid of delay? Well, the prescription for getting rid of delay is a decision. It's a decision. It's to work with the experts, to guide them through, and for them to guide you through how to work through step by step. Because if you're starting with, I got a certification, I put together a capability statement, and I'm always leading with my certification when I introduce my business and myself, then you're showing people that you devalue your expertise. You don't even know it. You don't even see it because that's what they told you to do. And I'm here to tell you that's what's happening. If you look at the businesses that are winning, that are succeeding, not just winning one contract, but continuously winning, regardless of who's in administration, it is the businesses that are leaning into their expertise. They're talking about what they do and who they serve and how they get results before they say certification, meaning, oh, my name is Melinda Colon. I'm a government contracting expert. I'm an enterprise value architect. And oh, by the way, my clients have achieved over $5.7 billion in client wins, contract wins. And we have a 74% win rate. Before I needed to tell you that stuff, I wanted to introduce you to my value because that speaks louder than if I say I'm a WSB, which I am. This is like the last thing. You see, certifications are created for set asides. They're not created to define who you are and what your business does. It's a set aside. It's a set aside. It's just like it's not even like a Disney fast pass, okay? Because a fast pass gives you access to the entire park. Okay. So a set aside unlocks a part of the park that is closed to the everybody else. That's it. You still have access to the entire park. You still have access like everyone else, but then there's this smaller piece that is set aside for small businesses or women-owned businesses or veterans. And yes, this is a very powerful thing, but it's called leverage. And if you don't know how to leverage it properly, you're going to look like you don't know what you're doing. If you look like you don't know what you're doing, you're showing a contracting officer at the federal level or a procurement manager at the SLED level that you don't know how to deliver. Because then they can't trust you because that's the first impression. Imagine that's your first impression of someone. They haven't done their due diligence. They don't understand what they're doing. They're not educated. They haven't been paying attention and they keep submitting the same and over again bid and their number gets lower and lower. Man, I'd be scared. I'd be like, last time they submitted a bid and their number was here, now it's down here. I don't know if they know what they're doing. It causes there to have risk, an increased amount of risk making a decision. And then when you start doing things properly, yes, you start to open your mouth, you start having conversations with people and letting them know you do have the expertise, but guess what? Your confidence then communicates in your messaging and even in your pricing that you know what you're doing. Your number is steady. You have the steady profit margins. You're communicating like this is my business, take it or leave it. When you have that energy, that take it or leave it energy, oh man, they want to learn more. When they see your case studies or testimonials, aka past performance, oh man, I want to learn more. And so when you pick up the phone and start building a relationship with those SLED agencies, man, now your information precedes you. Now they're interested or leaning in. Oh yeah, I do remember you stood out. You spoke about this, this, and this. And now you're not working as hard as everybody else who's doing it wrong. This is the importance of doing it in the right order. It starts first with what your skill sets are, your capabilities, the assets, the past performance, the experience that you already have. And then it moves into finding those buyers that buy it. When I say buyers, contracting officers at the federal side, SLED, it is a procurement manager or procurement director. Okay. And then we go to strategy. Okay, so how are we building? That's when we get our certifications if they're applicable. Sometimes it's not even applicable. Sometimes, you know, like you can self qualify as a small business. You don't need a certification. So in certain agencies. So when you know that, it's like, oh, well, I don't need to get a certification. I can just self qualify. Well, then when you bid, you still get access to the set aside. So if you don't know these things, you're missing out on millions because you're delayed in doing the wrong order. It's kind of like if you're going to buy a car, go to the lot, you pick out the car you want. Let's say you're fancy and you order it. You go pick out the car, you order it, you're excited. And the one thing that you didn't include out of like souping up your entire car is the color, the exterior color. You're just like, it just slipped your mind. You're just like, you're so excited about the wheels and the gears and the gadgets and the gizmos. You forgot to pick a color. Okay. Car comes in, they say, oh, he's here. You're excited. You're driving over and you're trying to pick your car at the lot. And you're like, I don't remember what color it was. What color? I don't see the color I want. And it just blends in. The sales guy comes to you, gives you the keys, is like, you're all set. And you just go and you're like walking around and you're just pressing the button and hoping nobody watches you because you're trying to figure out what car it is. They're all blending in. You get to your car and it's a color that you don't like. Okay. It's like, it's an ew color. It's like you're not even happy with it. What do? You've already signed the contract. The keys are in your hand. It is yours. Like insurance is already like it is yours. What are you going to do? That's what's happening when you're doing things in the wrong order. You're ordering the car. You're putting yourself out there. You're doing that work, which is great. It's great, but it's communicating, it's translating like you are a startup. Like you're starting from scratch because you're not doing it in the right order. You're not a startup. You're not starting from scratch. You're an established business owner. You've been doing this for years. You have been speaking in front of people. You're part of private organizations like EO and YP and Vistage, and you're following the EOS system. Like you're doing things at a high caliber level. Only though you're listening to information that is not right. And you don't know it. You don't know it. And that's what's hurting you. So, what I want to invite you to do is to come to our Real Business, Real Contracts event. It's a virtual event and it's happening soon. So, all you have to do is click the link down below or go to realbusinessrealcontracts.com. This is where I'm going to show you. And when you see the system, I'm going to show you how to do things in the sequential order. But when you see the sequential order, it's going to make so much sense because it's how you run your business now. All that it is translated for public sector. And I'm going to show you what it is, what exactly you need to translate to the public sector. It is fire. It's gotten so many people the results, gotten them so much closer, clarity, focus, accelerating towards your goals. And it's an asset in your business. I mean, imagine the value you unlock when you have that level of clarity. Yes. So all you have to do is come to realbusinessrealcontracts.com, register. I'll share with you all the things and answer any questions that you have to help you move the needle in your business. All right. So if this was helpful and it served you, go ahead and give me a like, and I'll see you next time.